welcome to Iceland. Known as the land of fire and ice, Iceland is unlike anywhere else on our planet. Located in the middle of the North Atlantic Ocean, just below the Arctic Circle, this extraordinary island is home to fewer than 400,000 people. Although relatively small in population, Iceland has become famous around the world for its breathtaking landscapes, remarkable quality of life, and its unique ability to live in harmony with some of nature's most powerful forces. At first glance, Iceland appears wild and almost untouched. Towering waterfalls crash down ancient cliffs, black sand beaches stretch endlessly beneath snow-covered mountains. Massive glaciers cover nearly 11% of the country, while steaming geothermal fields constantly remind visitors that the earth beneath them is still very much alive. But beyond these incredible landscapes lies a modern society that has mastered the art of living in one of the world's harshest environments. Unlike many countries where people fear volcanoes, Icelanders have learned to respect them. The island sits directly on the mid-Atlantic ridge, where the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates slowly drift apart every year. This geological phenomenon has created more than 100 volcanoes across the island, dozens of which remain active today. Volcanic eruptions are simply part of life here. Entire communities regularly prepare emergency evacuation plans. Scientists constantly monitor underground activity using one of the most advanced volcanic surveillance systems in the world. Schools teach children exactly what to do if an eruption occurs. Rather than living in fear, Icelanders have accepted that nature always has the final word. Yet these same volcanoes provide one of Iceland's greatest advantages. Deep beneath the ground, magma heats enormous underground reservoirs of water. Instead of wasting this natural resource, Iceland has transformed geothermal energy into the foundation of everyday life. Nearly every home in the country is heated by naturally hot water pumped directly from underground geothermal fields. Imagine stepping outside into freezing temperatures below zero, then returning to a warm house where the heating comes almost entirely from the Earth's natural energy. It is clean, renewable, affordable, and one of the reasons Iceland produces some of the greenest electricity anywhere on Earth. Hot water is everywhere. Homes, schools, hospitals, sidewalks, public buildings, greenhouses, and even outdoor swimming pools remain comfortably warm throughout the year thanks to geothermal energy. Perhaps nothing represents Icelandic culture more than its geothermal pools. No matter the weather, whether snow is falling or icy winds sweep across the island, locals gather in naturally heated pools to relax, socialize, and unwind after work. One of the country's most famous attractions, the Blue Lagoon, welcomes visitors from around the world. But for Icelanders, soaking in hot mineral-rich water is not a luxury, it is simply part of everyday life. While Iceland's landscapes may seem isolated, daily life is surprisingly modern. The capital city, Reykjavík, is home to nearly 2/3 of the country's population. Walking through its colorful streets feels more like visiting a Scandinavian capital than a remote Arctic island. Modern apartments overlook beautiful harbors filled with fishing boats. Coffee shops buzz with conversation. Cyclists ride safely through quiet neighborhoods. Children walk to school alone. Crime is so low that Iceland consistently ranks among the safest countries in the world. Trust plays a huge role in Icelandic society. Parents often leave baby strollers outside cafes while they enjoy coffee indoors, something that would seem unbelievable in many parts of the world. This extraordinary level of safety reflects a close-knit society where communities know one another and social equality remains remarkably strong. Despite its small population, Iceland offers excellent healthcare, free or affordable education, reliable public services, and one of the highest standards of living on Earth. Technology is equally advanced. High-speed internet reaches nearly every corner of the island, allowing people to work remotely, even in small coastal towns surrounded by glaciers and volcanic mountains. Modern life blends seamlessly with one of the most spectacular natural environments on the planet. For Icelanders, it is perfectly normal to finish work, drive 30 minutes, and find yourself standing beside a roaring waterfall walking across a lava field, or watching whales swim just offshore. Here, nature is not something people escape to during vacations. It is part of everyday life. Beyond the colorful streets of Reykjavík lies a completely different Iceland. As the capital slowly disappears in your rearview mirror, the landscape transforms into a world that feels almost prehistoric. Endless lava fields stretch toward distant mountains. Waterfalls plunge from towering cliffs. Glaciers sparkle beneath the Arctic sun, and winding roads seem to disappear into a horizon shaped by volcanoes. Here, nature isn't simply a beautiful backdrop, it dictates every aspect of life. Outside the capital, many Icelandic towns are home to only a few hundred or a few thousand residents. Communities such as Vík, Höfni, Ísafjörður, and Akureyri may seem isolated on a map, yet each one has developed a strong identity rooted in resilience and cooperation. During the winter months, fierce snowstorms and hurricane-force winds can temporarily close roads, while avalanches and icy conditions make travel unpredictable. Rather than resisting these challenges, Icelanders have built a society that adapts to them with remarkable efficiency. Checking the weather forecast is not a casual habit, it is a daily necessity. Before leaving home, people carefully study forecasts issued by the Icelandic Meteorological Office. A sunny morning can suddenly turn into heavy snowfall or dense fog within minutes. Strong winds are often a greater danger than the cold itself, capable of overturning vehicles or making roads impassable. As a result, patience has become one of the country's greatest virtues. Icelanders understand that nature always has the final word, and no schedule is more important than safety. Yet, despite the harsh climate, daily life continues with remarkable normality. Children still attend school, businesses remain open, and communities continue functioning even during severe winter weather. Roads are cleared almost immediately after snowstorms, geothermal heating keeps homes warm, and modern infrastructure allows people to remain connected even in remote regions. What would be considered a natural disaster elsewhere is often just another ordinary winter day in Iceland. One of the country's most extraordinary experiences is living through its dramatic seasonal changes. During the height of summer, darkness almost disappears. Near the summer solstice, daylight can last nearly 24 hours, creating the magical phenomenon known as the midnight Sunday. The golden light never fully fades, painting mountains, waterfalls, and glaciers in soft shades of orange and pink throughout the night. Time itself seems to lose meaning. Families go hiking at 10 o'clock in the evening. Children continue playing outside after midnight. Photographers chase endless sunsets that blend seamlessly into sunrise. The entire country seems energized by the constant daylight, making the most of every hour before winter returns. But as autumn arrives, the balance shifts dramatically. Days become shorter with astonishing speed until winter finally brings the polar night. Although southern Iceland still experiences several hours of daylight, the northern regions spend much of the season under long periods of darkness. For visitors, the lack of sunlight can feel overwhelming. For Icelanders, however, it is simply another rhythm of life. Homes become places of warmth and comfort. Soft lighting, candles, books, music, and family dinners create an atmosphere that Icelanders describe as deeply comforting. Friends gather in cafes, geothermal swimming pools remain open despite freezing temperatures, and communities continue their social traditions throughout the darkest months of the year. Instead of allowing winter to isolate them, Icelanders embrace it. Then, on clear winter nights, the darkness rewards everyone with one of nature's greatest spectacles. Without warning, ribbons of emerald green begin dancing across the Arctic sky. Soon they are joined by waves of purple, pink, and white that ripple silently above snow-covered mountains and frozen waterfalls. The northern lights transform the night into a breathtaking display unlike anything else on Earth. Even lifelong residents pause to admire them, because no two auroras are ever exactly the same. The sea has always been Iceland's greatest provider. Long before tourism became one of the country's largest industries, fishing sustained nearly every coastal community. Rich Arctic waters surrounding the island provide abundant stocks of cod, haddock, herring, mackerel, and Arctic char. Modern fishing fleets leave harbors before sunrise, while processing plants prepare seafood that will eventually reach restaurants and markets across Europe, North America, and Asia. Despite advances in technology, many fishing traditions have remained unchanged for generations, preserving skills passed down from parents to children.